You can keep going.
Yeah, that's right.
No, you're good.
You just slapped me like no.
SmashCastBros. Keep it local, keep it cash. Tell the feds to kiss your ass. I'm Ty.
Moo.
Trigger.
G-dubs. We were just talking about, what, cow pussy? On break?
Yeah.
Dude, I mean...
Vietnamese, I guess cuisine is a way to put it, is cow vagina.
First, they have to scrape all the black crust off it.
Because it's waste product.
Make sure it's
then
not
they have to
too
shave
hairy.
it because it's hairy.
And then they baste it with some local red fruit and make it look all
Red.
Nothing against the Asians, but boy, they will fucking eat anything.
Then they roast it for 2 hours. But if you eat too much
And
of it, you
baste
get
it.
cancer.
And the bacteria inside could make you sick. And then they thin slice it
Well,
and
hold
dip
on.
it in some freaking...
Now, hold on. To be fair, we don't know if the bacteria inside is what makes you sick or if it's the water that they use to cook it that makes you sick.
It's got to be better than Flint water.
I wouldn't go that
That's just
far.
got lead in it.
But you're already eating cow pussy.
They
What's the point?
actively
You might as well dunk it in Detroit
Well,
for Flint
you
water.
might want to get some lead to help neutralize it.
Jesus.
Good God.
I never thought I'd have a conversation about cow pussy. I can honestly say I didn't think this was ever going to happen in my life, but it's happened.
you don't want to
Come
go
on,
to
dude.
Vietnam
When you
and
walk
have
in
some.
that door, you didn't think to yourself, this is going to go left real fucking fast.
Well, I knew it wasn't going to go left.
This is going to go
It's gonna go wrong, but
This is
not
going to go
left.
haywire the second I walk
This is going to be like your average Mustang and veer off into the crowd quickly.
in. Wipe out a whole bunch of people. Okay, so we do pizza reviews. We're going to do one tonight. We had Domino's. But let me go over the list what we got so far. Oliveira's came in. That's our local pizza joint. That came in at a 7.5. The Wagon Wheel in Portland came in at an 8. I was pretty proud of that one. Speedway Gas came in at a 7. I'm still arguing that one. I think 7's a little high.
Okay.
But what do we put it at? A 6, and you put it at a 7.5, and we agreed it's 7. But I still think
Knock it to 6.5. It is like you said, Hendrix said, it's still frozen gas station pizza.
Frozen gas station pizza. It's not. It was good. It wasn't.
I wouldn't go out of my way for it.
It was good for the deal for $3.14 on Pi Day.
That's
yes,
worth it.
that was the reason we had it, and that was a great deal.
I mean, that was the reason we had it, yes. That was not a great deal. I'll just say it this way. When I went to get some, it was a 47-minute wait.
Yeah, but you went during lunch hours in Grand Rapids on 52nd and Broadmoor, where there's a ton of industry wrapped around that particular
All
one.
on
and
lunch
everybody-
at the same
Everybody
time.
got that same email the day before going, hey, you can order a whole fucking pizza for $3.14 tomorrow and pig out. So, yeah.
No, Americans don't pig out.
Domino's tonight. Give us a breakdown. Go.
It was the normal tester pizza, bacon, pepperoni, and ham. Since I guess that's the established one now.
Unless it's yeah.
I like the crust. It's got that garlic butter on it.
I'm with you.
You know, I did eat crust a little bit at the end. It wasn't bad.
You know,
I'm not
if you
saying...
don't cut that black stuff off. You get that cow pussy too.
He won't eat pizza crust, but boy, that
Cow pussy. You put a little garlic butter on it.
I knew that was going to be complete fuckery when I said crust.
Garlic butter and sprinkles of
Knew
Parmesan cheese.
it was going to be complete fuckery after that.
he takes two crusts and goes puts them together and looks right down the middle.
Next thing you know, it's elbow deep cow pussy.
And if you're doing a good job of it, it doesn't sound like moo. It goes ooh. She goes all dyslexic.
He's like, he's got his tongue in the cow pussy. And he's thinking the other's going. You don't care at the same time.
So all of a sudden, I feel like Trigger's going to be
Foreplay.
all of a sudden. I feel like Trigger's going to be very busy on weekends. Gonna pick up a extra job at the dairy farm.
Oh, this one's a squirter. Goes great with cereal.
You can have sex and a bowl of cereal at the same time. That's actually the perfect woman. After you can make me a sandwich, make me a bowl of cereal.
My fucking stomach's gonna hurt.
That's good. He's gonna apply for a job at Booville.
Boy, that Domino's pizza sure is good.
He says he ate just a little crust. That's bullshit.
Speaking of farm, we had ham and bacon on there too.
Yeah.
You okay?
Hey,
We're having fun.
Just think, you could get it from the source.
You fuckers done yet?
I'm sure we'll come up with more.
Our
But
stomachs are hurt. Yes, we're done. And our eyes are water. Well, anyway,
You
back
got
to your
fucking
crust.
Ty over there fucking hooting and hollering
Oh, God,
because
that's
he
funny.
fucking can't breathe.
cow pussy.
Well,
That's just crazy.
you know, we do say this goes off the left field pretty fast, and well, that kind of proves it. Your
Oh,
favorite
shit.
delicacy.
Uh-huh.
You gonna jot that down in your notebook for a recipe to try?
At least it's still pussy, unlike you, bullcock.
He's gonna can some cow pussy. That way, when things get bad, he can pull one out.
Some might call it utter love.
Although, if you can it, it'd be sterile.
You wouldn't have,
and then
to,
that chuck-
you wouldn't
that-
have to cut all the
They
crust
say that
off.
black stuff just kind of comes off when you boil it, so
There you go. Make sure you shave
it
it.
floats to the top. You got to scrape that black shit off the top.
They want
That's
those
the
knives
shit I'll be
across
serving
the
you
top.
guys when you guys run out of food. I'll be shipping that over to you guys.
I got chocolate flakes.
Domino's pizza. The everything about mine was right on par with every other Domino pizza I've had.
Yeah.
The crust, the butter, garlic crust was really good.
I do like it.
Sauce was all right. Pepperoni didn't really have much flavor.
No,
I mean, I definitely
it
tasted
was
bacon, but
on par.
it was
Was
typical.
Was it thinly sliced?
We had one
Pepperoni?
around.
Yes.
Oh,
Interesting.
It was areola sized,
Thinly
not
sliced.
areola sized.
Because I heard they thin slice meat in Vietnam.
off the bone.
Sauce wasn't too bad. I mean, it was kind of a bland pizza to me, but typical on par for Domino's to me.
I'm gonna go with a 7 on this one.
Oh, I'll agree to 7.
I wouldn't.
I didn't
You
have
like Speedway pizza better than really?
I think it had more flavor.
I didn't have it.
You didn't have
And
it.
I don't
To
like
be
Domino's.
fair,
I don't like Domino's pizza.
the Speedway pizza also wasn't as greasy.
I'd give Domino's 6.
I'm still holding Domino's at 7.
I am too.
I give Domino's a 5.
So
I didn't
si-
even have it. I don't like. Every time I have it, it gives me rat gut.
Because you chase it with Pabst Blue Ribbon.
3 blue ribbons, buddy. You can't beat it. I don't care how you shape it.
Only
Look at-
only
look at-
3.
I'm a Bud Light. I'm a Pabst Blue Ribbon.
With
I
a,
guess it's
with
Bush
a-
Light. I thought you were a kid.
Yeah.
That's why I said Bush Light.
with a fat Trump boner.
He's saluting.
He is.
I pledge allegiance.
To the Pabst.
It's good that he stands up.
I'm going to go with the 7. 7? We're calling 7. Okay.
Have you guys ever had Portland pizza?
Not Portland,
Not
but
yet.
we had Wagon
The
Wheel.
Portland Party Store pizza?
Yeah.
Not yet.
They have got good pizza. Now, it's been a while since I've been there, but they've got excellent pizza. And
He said Palo Party Store's got killer pizza too, I think is what he said. I'll have to ask him again.
you know, pizza's all about the sauce. It's got to have just a little bit of zip, not too tomatoey.
So Heaton's got my Amazon, and he's seen a pizza roller in our cart. Amy must have put one in when we were making pizza at your house, and he gave me a rash of shit. He goes, "You can't use one of those. John will tell you the same thing."
Yeah, use your hands.
Yeah.
You gotta knead it like a wiener.
I don't know if I'm gonna pull it that hard, but
What's wrong with a pizza slicer?
the pizza
Roller.
roller.
You don't roll your.
You can't roll the dough.
Oh,
We're putting
yeah.
a pool in for him.
Oh, I heard. He won't admit it to Jason.
So Jason found out.
He knows.
He texts Tina.
Cindy,
He goes,
I think.
Well, this is the list of things I want. So I get up there. I get up to their house and I'm like, well, I already know what you guys kind of want because Jason sent over the list of what is required in this pool. And I go, I show him the text.
Yeah, the vanishing edge. What do they call
Yeah,
that?
vanishing edge, and
Yeah.
you want to swim up. You guys want to swim up bar and maybe some fire bowls, and might as well throw those spitter things in.
Oh, tell me what he said. Tell me his expression.
He's like, he's just.
What's a vanishing edge?
The water flows off the edge, so it doesn't look like there's a
Kind of like your
coping or
forehead.
wall.
Oh,
There's only a couple around here. Ricardo's got one,
so the water just goes to that level.
and it
So,
goes.
like, if
To,
you
it
have
falls off the edge.
If you have like a body of water, like a pond or a lake, and you're sitting in the pool, the edge is clear, so it looks like it just continues on.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
It is cool. You can Google images later.
And I see a lot of it on resorts and shit.
That one pool that's suspended at like the 90th floor or whatever. Talking about that one? Maybe it's like 30th floor. Forgot where it was. There's some hotel that has a pool that extends out from the side of the hotel.
Cantilevers.
Cantilevers
That's what
out.
we call that. Cantilever.
Sorry, Mr. Bougie.
Yeah,
When he
I
said it, his
watched,
pinky stood up.
I watched Jason Statham blow a hole in the bottom one.
I don't know. I'd have a hard time swimming out on that
Mechanic,
thing.
I think it was the name of the movie.
So I'm gonna bring up some old topics, and we can talk about them later. But I'm just gonna go through the list here semi-fast.
Old topic. Ty.
Topics.
G-Dub. Those are old.
We've talked about red dots. We've talked about app ideas, making apps for phones. We don't know. Vegas, we talked about. Energy drinks. How badly we're addicted to them. What ones we like.
This is my favorite energy drink.
Mine too.
That's
Cheers.
your first one tonight?
Ditto.
Yep.
Yeah. Cheers, boys.
But they seem to have the opposite effect. The more I drink,
get very
the slower
tired.
I get tired. They're anti-energy drinks.
Well, you know,
I did notice if I mix like a vodka with an energy drink, it does have a negative effect. It just makes me sleepy.
Well, I kind of joke that I typically ride the blue collar roller coaster every day, and I run energy drinks all morning long, all day, stay awake. Then I drink alcohol so I can get to bed, and I'm tired in the morning, so I drink energy drinks all day.
And that's what their heart looks like on the monitor.
We've talked about flags. What we, I got that one that you bought me, the fuck Biden and fuck you for voting for him. The Great American Flag. I got a big one on the shop here. Got one in front of the house. Just bought a new one for the front. The one we bought from, the last one we bought is really polyester something. It's really hard.
Chinese-y.
Really plastic.
Yeah, it's real plasticky. So when it hits, when it's out there whipping, you can really hear it whip. Anyway,
I gotta
man,
replace my flag. Mine's starting to rip pretty good.
they're not expensive. I mean, for Menards or
Well,
whatever.
I got black American flag on my house.
That signifies what again?
Nation in distress.
I thought that was an upside down.
Yeah,
That's a nation.
Black flag was
a band.
I am American, but I don't abide by the government.
Okay,
Stay the fuck away.
That's right.
So don't
Man
come knocking
cave.
on your door trying to sell Girl Scout cookies, is what you're saying?
That
Oh,
world,
well,
the
if
world's
they're caramel,
finest.
he'll buy the whole fucking truck.
The world's
And
finest
they'll can the
chocolates
other-
won't be
ones you
coming to
don't
his
eat.
house.
The ones you don't eat, I'll can.
Hey,
The people that sell the world's finest chocolate drive by his house, see all the dent signs, and say, "Ah, this guy can't afford chocolate."
speaking of canning, prepping a little bit. Do you know how much a freeze dryer is?
A lot.
$3,800.
Damn, sucker.
My grandma used to
You
have
know,
one. It was
you know
about
who
this
usually
big.
buys those?
No, that's a dehydrator,
Oh, now you're getting
not a
technical.
freeze dryer.
You know who usually buys the freeze dryers? And I've seen this. Fucking stoners.
Freeze drying their weed?
It must be.
I guess.
One of them actually
I'm not a
got.
stoner, so
One of them actually. I delivered it when I worked with you to a residence, middle of nowhere, real hippie looking motherfuckers. And they want to inspect it. They really want. They want to unbox it and look at it right there before I can leave. Whatever.
They thought it was a
It
refrigerator.
is what it is. They looked at it, but they had ordered some freeze drying pouches or whatever that goes along with it, and they were the ones with the weed leaf on it. I'm like, yeah, I know what they're using it for.
So freeze dry, is that like freeze quickly?
It's not
Or is
quick.
it like,
No, it's
is it
not
like a
quick.
dehydrator but freeze dry it?
Yes.
It's
Yes.
a dehydrator,
It-
but
You know, you ever had the astronaut food, the ice cream?
room temperature
Anyway.
ice cream.
Dust.
Yeah, pretty much. But
Astronauts don't even
Just
eat
add,
that
just
stuff.
add slobber and you're good.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But it's good. It lasts longer than canning, freezing, any of that stuff. It takes all the moisture out of it.
So preppers, buy it. I've actually, when I worked with you guys, I delivered to a prepper, kind of a nice looking lady who was buying one of those, and she was telling me that she does that for a bunch of stuff and sells it at the market. Cool. I don't feel like standing here listening to this.
My buddy Trigger wants to know if you can freeze
when
dry
I
some
delivered it to the
cowboys.
weed guys, I stood there and listened for a long time.
Well, to
Yeah,
be
you
fair,
can-
with weed guys, they just talk.
You can
Talk.
freeze dry meat, stick it in a freaking bag.
Does it turn to dust or does it just get wrinkly like
No,
jerky?
it more or less it expands
Okay.
So
and more or less turns into, I mean, a hard piece. But if you push on it, you can crumple it up and make it a powder. More
people,
or less, it's like a chicken powder. If you do like
So it'd be like
chicken or
a hard brick, but you easily could just
Yep.
crush it like potato chip.
I think it's freeze drying that people did that to like Skittles.
Yes.
And it made a puffy candy.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was kind of crunchy.
Yeah, I get
We
them
had
all the
some. It
time.
was horrible.
Oh, I love them.
Which I just threw away half a bag.
Really?
Yep.
I just got a bag of freaking Laffy Taffy
They're
this morning.
fucking
It was
expensive at a
freeze-dried.
gas station. Apparently, I didn't buy it.
I don't
freeze
ever
dry
buy it.
Laffy
It always
Taffy.
gets
Was
given
it that
to
funny?
me. Somebody buys it, tries it, and then hands me the rest of the bag, and I eat it.
Of course you do.
You damn right.
How am I the fat
get a-
one? He eats
By the
anything
looks of
that
it, you
goes
get
in
a lot
front
of
of his
free
face.
bags.
Yes.
Okay, we went over flags, man cave decor. We went over once. Maybe we could hit again sometime. 80s movies. We talked Mel Brooks was one of the great 80s movies creators. Car insurance, Michigan versus Indy.
What about Eddie Murphy? He was good.
Yeah, he was good. Versus Florida. What other stuff? We did cars. We talked a lot about cars. That's what we do. We're cars, guns, bullshit.
This is where I fall asleep.
Right there with you.
Current event stuff. The 3 questions we didn't really hit on as much as I wanted to.
What 3 questions?
We come up with 3. You come up with 3 questions for the night. And he comes up with 3 questions, and I come up with 3 questions. We got throughout the week. We come up with 3 questions, whatever they are, and we ask the other.
Oh, we also got that list of questions we could touch in on too.
Oh, I got that right there. Yep. Electric Harleys we talked about. Overthinking. Car shows coming up. Metro Cruise. Milwaukee versus DeWalt. We all know the winner. Vibrators versus real meat. Safe words. Garage Essentials. That was a great episode, I thought. A couple of them.
I've got a lot of them downstairs. Garage Essentials.
Yeah, you got a lot.
I got too many to list.
The Kyle Rittenhouse stories, plural. Semi versus full auto. People don't understand, and how people don't understand what the difference is. Some people just think that every gun is full
The
auto.
retards
because
at
they don't-
ATF doesn't even.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, hold on. I think you guys talked about it last week. The ATF guy that couldn't take down a Glock.
Yep.
Yeah, Garantham took down like 10 of them, and he ran out of guns to take down in the time the one guy couldn't get one
I
apart.
think I saw that video. ATF was fumbling with the one, and he just had a line of them laying down. And he
And
took
he
them
shot
all
his
down.
But fully semi-automatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
And then his breathing. He was having a heart attack on screen.
One of our favorites that has a lot of staying power, no replacement for displacement. Great aftermarket brands, Holly, Edelbrock, etc. Action movies, garage essentials, garage comparisons, wheel bolt solutions. We hit. We have gun cost. What are you getting? You get what you pay for, kind of thing.
Quantity over quality.
You meet your 18-year-old self. What
damn.
3 words do you say? Advice and warnings.
Shit don't stink, dude.
This shit does stink, for sure.
Oh, fuel topics. We hit on fuel topics. We're coming into summer. If you didn't store your small engine stuff with wreck fuel, you're going to pay for it in very soon.
What's that?
If you didn't store your small engine stuff with wreck fuel, you're going to pay for that dearly pretty soon. What?
My shit don't stink.
You turned that fan the wrong way, apparently, because you're getting it.
You clearly didn't trim that black shit off.
It first smells like cow pussy.
That explains why he's over there drooling.
When he leans over.
he's like winking at me. Like, what?
Shopping habits. There's just a list of stuff. Divorce rates. The Prepper's grocery list we hit. Tommy's EMP. There's the pizzas. That's just one book, but that's just some of the topics. Let's go over some questions. Knock a few off, hey?
Well, here's some. Yep. If you like chocolate, cocoa prices rise to fresh record near $9,000 per metric ton.
Well, that explains the cost of the cookies.
And that explains the $40 a pound at the chocolate factory you went to.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
They wanted $42 a pound for chocolate.
Does it have cocaine in it?
I was going to say, yeah, it's got to have Coke in it somehow.
Not in that fucking town. By the way, St. Augustine is an old Spanish city.
Yeah.
And they have one of the old Spanish warships. Jesus Christ, Greg.
I didn't fart. I didn't do anything.
They have one of the old Spanish ships. And I always thought they were, longer. This thing was real compact, and the ends went up a lot.
Ah, so it was like the real deal.
The real deal.
Oh, that'd be neat.
And I thought they were like longer ships, but no, these things were not very long at all.
They're like cigarette boats, weren't they?
Well,
They were tall, but
Cigarette bolts are long.
yeah. Cigarette
No,
boats are
okay.
long and short. This was about as long as a cigarette boat.
Long and short. I was
Long.
long
And
in
tall.
length, short in height.
okay. Well, you said there's long and short. I'm like, okay. Is it
But
like,
you
well,
gotta
let's
think.
we'll call it medium.
You know, it's kind of like the guys that pick up trucks from work after they're bought at auction. I mean, it kind of reminds me of a clown car. People that come over in those or was on those, they're fairly petite people.
They just keep falling out of it.
I bet you could probably still put 70, 80 people in each boat.
Where today's cars are more about hitting crowds.
Look at this thing.
That's
Yeah, I've
neat.
been on those in the Caribbean.
They're usually drinking boats, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Pay one
this is
price
a-
and you drink until you puke.
It's a museum piece in St. Augustine.
Actually, I think hell, I got a picture of one right here. Yeah, me and Tina went on one.
Yeah,
I got fucked up.
down in Florida.
Yeah.
That's a shocker. You and Tina getting fucked up.
We were in Aruba, the first tropical vacation we ever went on. And we were on one of those boats out in the middle of Aruba, which we're right underneath, almost on the equator. And this girl hits on this rope and goes out like that and went behind the boat, and they were towing a little boat behind it.
Yeah. She landed in
She
that
was
thing.
fucked up. Yeah, it wasn't pretty.
So Amy wrote up a bunch of questions a while back, and they're really good. So we've gone over a few of them. If we put a mark next to it, we've already hit on it. Here's one. If you could hear a podcast with one historical figure, who would you want to hear? Historical figure.
Hold on.
What are we using as historical figure?
Wait. I got you better.
Dead. Call him dead. Got to be dead.
George Washington.
Abraham Lincoln.
George.
Okay.
So, George, when you wrote the second, did you,
Ooh, I like it. I like it.
let's end this once and for all. You know,
Yeah.
I got the
Shall
next,
not be infringed.
I got the next question for you.
Obama.
No, that's hysterical. I'm talking historical.
I
Historical.
thought you said... yeah,
Sorry.
I missed.
So, gotta be dead.
If you were to ever listen to a podcast, which you don't do, yeah, I feel like
Historical would have to be dead.
historical would have to be dead. Yeah.
Okay. But historical to you or historical to me?
Are you thinking
you.
Marvin Haymeyer?
No.
Oh.
To you.
George Carlin.
Oh?
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one.
What about you?
Wow.
I have a second one also.
See, I asked a question
What's
and I
your
didn't put
second?
any thought into it.
What's your second?
Sam Kinison.
Oh. He's going for comedians. Yeah. I'm going for
I like the
I'm going for historical clarification.
But they were also real world. They spoke it as it needed to be.
Yeah.
Not necessarily as a comedian. They spoke it as it needed to be fucking said.
Okay, Andrew Dice Clay then.
I mean, brain
He's
smasher.
still alive.
Is he?
Yeah, he's
Yes.
still alive.
Shit, you was old when I was.
Oh, he's freaking ancient. He's
He-
bald, gray hair,
He still says the
scraggly as fuck
same
now.
shit too.
Yep. He was prudish. Not prudish.
not prudish.
Not prudish.
Lewd.
Lewd. There you go.
Yeah.
Crude and lewd.
Yo, yeah.
Just.
Suck my dick.
Yep.
Yeah. I
about
would
you,
still stick with Abraham
Dubs?
Lincoln just because I feel like that would be a hell of a conversation.
Oh man, I got some mind-blowing news for you in your life. Do you like plays?
I don't know if I could say there's somebody historical, not hysterical, because I want.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'd like to
in-
go back in time and go back to the industrial age and see how shit these factories where we live in Grand Rapids. It was a huge 5-story massive furniture factory.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to go back and just see
how the factory was.
how the factory worked, because you got 5 stories.
Back then, a
They had a
machine that
train-
was the size of this pole barn is now the size of a car. And doing the same amount of work or more.
It was all people doing it.
Yeah.
and uses
You know?
less energy to do it.
Right. And then we're still short on energy every day. So, yeah.
So I don't know what I would go maybe Robert E. Lee. I did a report on him in elementary school.
You
so
trying to fact check your own report?
So Amy did a report on a famous historical being because she shares a birthday with him, and she actually didn't do well on it. She claimed she did a really nice job on it, but it was Adolf Hitler. She shares a birthday with him. 420.
Chris Kyle.
420. That's a pot number.
Yeah.
No, that's a
Kyle.
birthday number.
I know, but 420 is
I don't know what
It's
you're
all
talking
of
about.
it. I don't know what
no
weed
seriously.
is.
420 is 420 is time to burn.
That's your 420 at 420 is your light 'em up, boys.
421. A lot of places do random drug tests.
That was always the running joke.
No, I went to a place. I think it was in Muskegon one day.
So when she walks in tomorrow, I go, "Hail Hitler."
So I think it was in Muskegon, a place that makes porta potties, and I was there on 420, and I could tell it was definitely short staffed. And I was like, "Dude, what's going on here? Where is everybody? Normally, you guys have more people here." Oh, they're doing waves of random drug tests. Random.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, they were just pulling batches of employees
So
in.
you're sticking with George?
George,
Okay.
do some historical clarification.
Robert E. Lee or Benjamin Franklin.
That's a good one. Benjamin Franklin.
Thomas Edison.
And you had a bunch. I'm going to stick with Abraham Lincoln.
Do you know Henry Ford was a big he hated Jews, and
Yeah.
he was a big Hitler supporter.
Yep.
I heard that.
He's the only person Hitler ever acknowledged from the U.S. was Henry Ford.
There was a few of them. If you go down to
Greenfield
Detroit,
Village.
there's actually a Holocaust Memorial Museum, and I've been to it 3-4 different times. Watched 2 actual Holocaust survivors, watched them speak.
They're getting to be few and far between.
Oh yeah.
shit.
The one man that I watched, he has since passed away. When I watched, when he was up there speaking, he was 99. And then I watched Ruth Marks Bolton. She was 14 when she was rescued out of a concentration camp. But either way, it shows a whole different thing in there, and it talked about Henry
the
Ford.
the older the generation, the more it hits home. Really, I think.
Yeah.
You watch the expressions on their faces and stuff.
I mean, I've only been to one Holocaust museum, and that was in D.C. I've gone there twice, and it's not because I'm morbid, but every time you go there, you see something different. And I'm sure they probably switched up a little bit, but they got this one room, and you walk into it. It's narrow, and there's glass walls, and then there's a space from here to Moody, and it's probably 2 or 3 stories high with windows at the top. You walk in there, and all you smell is leather. It's all the shoes that they took off them, and it just reeks of leather.
They say my
And sweaty feet.
last year my niece visited Auschwitz
Damn.
and seen the pile of shoes, and it was she broke down. She had to leave.
Oh damn.
So I don't know if they do this at every Holocaust museum, but when you walk into the one in D.C., you walk in and they give you a card, and it was a card that they used to give the Jews, and it had their name and blah blah blah. So the story goes, these people come in and everybody got a card, and
This is who you are today, kind of thing.
you're like, this is your person. At the end, you find out
If you lived or died.
lived or died, and this lady goes, they go, who, she actually had the card, and the lady that was doing the thing was a Holocaust survivor, and I think it was a kid, and she goes, she lived, that was me. How chilling
No
would that be?
shit.
Yeah.
Jesus. I did the same down to Pigeon Forge with the Titanic museum they have down there.
Yeah.
And they have that, and you walk through there with a card or whatever, and at the end, you had to go through the list of everybody that was on the ship, and it'll say, died.
Hold on. You don't mean the other Titanic museum.
You weren't on the original one, were you?
No. The one Titan 1 was looking at.
No.
Sorry.
So,
Anyway.
Sorry, a little bit more
so
positive
speaking
than
of that,
where this was
how many
going.
people survived the Titanic?
There's, I think, 1,100.
How many people were on the boat?
2,800.
I don't remember.
Almost a 50-50. I mean, not bad for a wreck.
Really? I mean, I assumed a lot more
It's
died.
better than a plane wreck.
Let's say, 2 days they were on a ship?
Hold on. 2,200 people were on the ship.
Okay.
1,500 died.
Perished.
Oh, okay.
So it's better than 50. That's got
More-
60?
No,
No.
more died.
1,500 died
So
out of
700 out of
Okay.
the 22.
I was looking at I was thinking surviving.
Yeah,
Okay.
700 people lived.
Moving on.
Okay. Still better than a plane wreck.
All right.
Right.
Are we ready for the next one? Because I got one.
No, go ahead. Do yours.
If you got a DeLorean, when in time would you go visit? You can't bring anything, so you can't skew the results of certain historical events. You
So I
can
have to
just
show up naked?
stand
we
off.
can't change historical events.
You can't change it.
We
You have
just
to
get to
stand
visit?
and be an observer.
So let me ask you this. Do you have to suffer like they did?
Well, no, you just hop back in your DeLorean and fuck off out of there.
Because I'm thinking a couple of things I would think be like the Great Depression. Go back and see,
Well,
because it's obviously, if that happened now, it'd be completely different than back then because they didn't have.
like you could go back to the shot heard around the world, be a observer from a distance with modern optics, and see who fired the first shot,
Damn.
On
who
Kennedy.
actually did it.
That's a good one. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
who fired on Kennedy.
That's a good one. That's a real
There's
good one.
there's a conspiracy theory that John Wilkes Booth isn't the one that pulled the trigger. You could go back and
Was it Hunter's cocaine or was it a visitor?
it's a visitor.
We already know the answer to
I don't,
that
need
one.
to, I don't even need to go back like a year.
We already know the answer to that one. Don't waste your
But
trip.
if you could take a DeLorean for a spin, one trip, where in time would you go
Where in time?
to be an observer?
How about I have an exact date?
Exact date? The day you got married?
No.
No.
August 7th. Or August 2nd.
Was it when you're jumping out of the window when the guy was shooting?
I just want to see it from across the street this time.
See how I gracefully flew through the window?
Ooh, there goes some skin. Damn.
August 2nd, 1776.
August 2nd. What happened August 2nd? Fill me in.
The Declaration of Independence was signed.
Oh, yeah. Another good one.
Well, you're going deep.
Yeah, that is deep.
No, you got to go August 1st. So this Second Amendment.
You said I couldn't change anything. Now, if we're able to change some things,
Well, no, you said
okay. I'm
I
going to
said
go
observer.
back to when my grandfather was just late 20s, and I'm going to talk to him about setting up some cars aside for me.
Greedy little bastard.
At the end of infringed, can you put an exclamation point? ...
At all.
I don't mean just hunting freaking rifles. I don't mean just shotguns.
Tell you
I
what.
mean all firearms against freaking
Tell you
assholes.
what, people through the 1800s are going to be real confused what an AR is.
What is this M4?
This means full auto too.
And rednecks from Michigan can own a Tommy gun and a minigun. And
You should all just get one. When
Ty, what about you?
Dude.
G-dubs?
I'm gonna go back. I'd like to see like back when Rockefeller and all them, and like be able to go to all like
the industrial
Carnegie and
Carnegie.
that one. Rockefeller, Vanderbilt's. I mean, they were ruthless bastards.
Yeah,
I mean,
they were ruthless pricks.
But I watched a cool thing on Post, the Veteran Post serial.
Yeah.
And today, because we got Fox Nation now, pretty cool, and just shit like that, just to go see how. I mean, because back then there was just nothing, and it was like horse and buggy.
Built it from the ground up.
1908 was when Post was in Battle Creek.
Ford with a Model T.
I think I had to go farther back with the great land grab.
You want to step in for the Louisiana Purchase and be like, I'm just going to take this.
Yeah.
you can't swipe daddy's credit card for that one, no, buddy.
I think I'd like to see the land grab and the rush and all that.
I don't know. If you
Gold Rush?
if you could change things, go back and buy Alaska and just put it in your family's ancestor's name. You could own Alaska for real
I
cheap.
could own California and make sure it stays one good state.
Well, if we're talking about going back and shit we can change, I'm going to go back to like 1978.
Kill the engineers that changed the
From a
dent
dent side. Got rid of the dent side.
I would have probably went with richer parents.
Well, actually, you just have to go back to the 90s, say, buy stock in Yahoo and sell in like late 2000.
Early
Buy
80s,
stock in
Apple.
Google.
Just like Forrest Gump.
Buy Apple. Buy Google as soon as it comes
Bitcoin,
out.
Whatever. All of it.
Buy Bitcoin as soon as it comes out.
No
Buy
shit.
a ton of it. And then sell the fuck out of it in 2020.
I watched
still
a movie
doing well.
when we went to St. Martin. I watched a movie. Is about the guy. Remember the whole GameStop?
Yeah, watch that.
You watched that?
The young kid in the basement there. Yeah.
But I never really found out at the end. Did he end up with nothing, or did he end up?
Oh, no. He ended up with $333 million.
It said in the end, but I don't remember it.
Yeah, he ended up with like $333 million.
He had all these kids believing in him, and
Yeah.
he's like,
I'm going to keep going. Yeah.
"What was cool is, the guys up here got fucking burnt for once."
Mm-hmm.
This one. If you were arrested with no explanation of what would your friends and family assume you did?
Me?
Uh-huh.
It wouldn't be gay porn.
That's
How
actually
about we
exactly
tell you
I
what
was
we think you did? 'Cause
No, we'll
It would
do
be.
it that way. It's more fun that way.
Okay,
okay, let's do Greg
It'd
first.
be eating cow pussy.
Problem is, he doesn't want it still attached to the cow.
That'd be a pocket cow pussy.
If you were arrested with no explanation, what would your friends and family assume you had done?
Assault and battery or murder for me.
Mine would probably be drinking and driving. Unfortunately.
Or road rage.
Mine.
Road rage.
You know what?
I would think somebody would think I do road rage because I'm pretty bad at that. Yeah.
Probably road rage for
I
me.
lose my shit enough, it'd be assault, battery, road rage, murder, something.
You know, and I'm not going to disagree with anything he said. I could see it.
Yeah.
I saw it on the way here.
I gotta walk home. I hope I don't have road rage.
Push him down in some frozen dog shit.
He
tell me I'm wrong.
just called pussy.
Tell me I'm wrong. If you
No, I
if
get
you
it.
heard I was arrested, I bet it would be one of them 3 things.
Domestic, for sure.
Well, if I didn't know the one story, I'd go maybe, but I'd probably say road rage.
Probably, yeah. I think that's almost a softball because I think
fucking-
that's everybody, really.
You truckers got road rage bad.
I don't. I have it normal.
20, 30 years ago, traffic was nowhere near as bad as it is now.
2020
there
traffic
was-
was not as bad
There
as
was
it was.
not as many people on the road driving.
Right, that's what I'm saying. There's not enough road for the amount of cars on said road.
No, there's not enough road for the people on their fucking cell phones.
All right.
Wow.
I'll give you
So,
that.
That's half the problem right there.
so north, maybe it's south of Savannah.
Maybe I'd get arrested for having creeper shots.
So
No, that'd be Rob.
No, you get arrested for blocking traffic, getting up and freaking getting out of your truck and grabbing the washers out of the intersection.
would. Horrible.
the quarters. So ties into road rage down in Savannah, south side. We got stuck in traffic for a while, and the car said it was 89 degrees outside. Which fuck that. Thank God for AC.
And he started melting.
I was
He's like
melting
the
sitting in the
Frosty-
sunshine.
The Frosty movie.
But creeping our way through traffic, and we finally get to where an accident happened on the opposing side of the road. Because
So it's
three
just
lanes,
gapers.
3 lanes either direction. Everyone's got to slow down. Yeah, what's going on over here? Which of course backs the interstate way up. But this median is maybe 10 feet wide. We got a wire on
So
our
you
side.
can see.
We had a wire on our side. The car was upside down in the median. Now, it was sunny. It was dry. How do you roll a car into the median?
Hit a banana
10
peel.
foot wide.
Hit a banana peel.
Not pay attention.
Mario
Jerk the wheel
Kart.
at the last minute before you rear end somebody, hit their corner.
But
Gotta be-
the wire wasn't damaged. So they were upside down and they settled in the ditch.
Somehow there's a cell phone involved there.
Oh, of course. But we don't know if someone on a cell phone shifted into them or if they were on a cell phone.
Speaking of which, speaking of car crashes, whatever. Did you guys see that video of that Porsche in Detroit?
No.
There's like 4 people in a friggin' Porsche. The guy lost it.
Rosema might be upset the way you're saying that, but okay.
It's just a Porsche. They're freaking turds.
They're Beatles.
Yeah, just pretty much. Beetles with a little bit more raised headlight fender area.
They stretched them a little
Sporty
But,
slug
uh,
bugs.
No, he ended up freaking rolling it through the air. He endoed it through the air, never landed like 6 times, and then another 10 times once he hit the ground. Through
There's
a
4
parking
people
lot.
in there.
Yep.
So he had some speed going.
Oh yeah. Oh, the shots of it are just freaking. I mean, they're vicious. Watching this freaking car fly through the air, took out. I think he took out an awning to a gas station, some traffic, or some not traffic lights, but some parking lot lights. But a whole shit ton parking lot full of cars rolled all the way through them. And this was down in freaking Detroit.
I don't know this one is that, but I've seen it today. This car is nighttime. He's flying on an expressway like this. Hit the car, flying through the air, and hit a huge light pole, center, and just instantly
Folded the car around.
Oh,
Yeah.
and destroyed it. I mean, you couldn't tell what it was, and I'm sure it juiced whoever's in it, but it was nasty.
So I saw it's fake, but it's actually something you
Your
can
girlfriend?
do. But you could the rumor was there was a Russian company that you could pay and they'll take you on a cruise to the Horn of Africa off the coast of Somalia. And if you have to repel borders, I mean, stuff happens, it's international waters. And then they take you home. It was just a tourist venture down. Snopes claims it's false, but it's international waters. So if you did happen to be there, I mean, if you got to repel borders, so be it.
Repel what?
Borders. People trying to board your
Shoot
ship.
Somalian pirates.
Oh, so it's kind of like
Open
whitetail season.
Yes.
Yeah. You just wanted to go on a tourist trip to
That would be kind
the
of
Horn of
Whatever,
Africa.
whatever the rule is there, maybe they should do that in Texas.
Dude, I've seen something. I don't know
Well,
if
that's
it's
called international
I don't know
borders.
if it's real or fake. But somebody cut loose a bunch of alligators in the Rio Grande.
I heard that too.
Oh no.
Like freaking
I hope so.
200 plus alligators in
Really?
the freaking Rio Grande.
See, when I first heard it, I'm like, oh, one ain't going to do nothing. But
Oh no,
it's
these
200.
oh they're lined both sides, and I'm like,
Amen.
and they were bitching. Well, aren't you gonna feel bad if
No,
these immigrants get eaten?
not even a little. Okay. Anyway,
No, I'm gonna video it, and I'm gonna share the shit out of that.
That was going to be part of our
Am I wrong? Is it?
I got
fake?
one. I got an answer for this next one.
Okay.
Uh,
It's heavy.
What's the weirdest thing a guest has done at your house or you've done at someone's house?
The weirdest thing a guest has done at my house is put their ass on everything they could get to.
Really?
Ty?
That's the
Well-
weirdest? Not broke in when you're trying to get laid?
Dude.
That was good.
That was
That was good.
That was good.
He
Upper decker.
He come out with a hard on. We couldn't even see it.
Upper decker. Mine was Hollister was seeing this girl for just a minute. It was a long time ago, before he ever got married anytime. He met her at a dealership he was working at, and me and Andy went down with him to go hang out with this chick. And I had I plugged her shitter up. So that's weird,
Nice.
right? I plugged her shitter up, so me and Andy left
Like her or her toilet?
her toilet.
Because with you, I got to ask that question.
Touche. Plugged her shit up, so me and Andy went and got a case of beer, a plunger, and some other stuff from the fucking grocery store. So I'm like, I'll be right back. Sorry.
Leave it to you to plug a shitter up.
That doesn't surprise me.
I bought her a plunger for her house anyway.
It's like a
That's awesome.
homewarming gift.
It was too. Can you imagine? We did too, and it was funny. I wasn't embarrassed, but yeah, you said a case of beer and a fucking plunger on the fucking on the cart thing. On
Have
the
you ever
belt.
been embarrassed? Okay, I'm just because you asked
You
the
would
question,
think
like we're gonna like, wow, you were embarrassed?
No. But it was funny. Yeah. Ask Mike if he remembers that.
So in your reading, what'd you find out?
Fake.
Fake?
Yeah.
That sucks.
There are alligators in the Rio Grande, but the Border Patrol did not drop off more alligators in the Rio.
Well,
I would-
there
I
was
would-
a- there
I
was a-
didn't say
there
it was
a-
Border Patrol that did it.
I'm willing to put some money
The
forward to
popular thing is that it was the Border Patrol that did it.
be
That was
like,
the AI generated photo.
Okay.
But that was not a real thing.
Shit.
However, there are alligators in parts of the Rio.
We still haven't gone over the weirdest thing.
Took a shit in my put their ass on stuff in my house.
Oh yeah, okay.
I don't know. I ain't got anything. Because I probably don't remember it. That's the
Probably
problem.
drunk when you did it. Weirdest thing you've ever done is bust into someone's house.
I've never done that. You opened the door. We came in.
No,
With
Sarah
your key.
opened the door.
With your key. Okay. Breaking it. We didn't break it.
You made it possible for me to open your door.
It's because you
You
hid your key.
graciously left the key right in the fucking grill.
Officer, I didn't break in. You left the key outside for us. It said, unlock the door.
Oh,
Basically an invitation.
You need a
Here's a-
bathroom up here.
here's a
saying.
loaded question. What would you do for a living if you weren't doing what you're doing? What would you want to do for a living?
I'd probably be a gigolo.
I'd be, that's kind of where I was going. I'd be a really cool porn star.
Obviously, we'd have
hold
to get
on.
in shape. Get a bigger wiener.
I think as a porn star, you would work well with Ron Jeremy. Like taking Ron Jeremy.
No. No, I don't know.
Whoever that is.
I'd be a really good rock star. I'd be a really cool rock star, I think. For real. What about you?
Truck driver or flat work, concrete work.
That's what you want to do?
Concrete
That's
work?
probably what I would be doing if I wasn't a mechanic.
What would you want to do, though?
What would I want to do?
Yeah.
Well, hold on. You said, what would you be doing if you didn't do what you did now? And he says concrete's within his realm. You ain't rock star material.
I am rock star material. I'm a fucking rock star.
Just
look,
because you drink them doesn't make you one.
And you know what? It's
I
I
think
don't know. It's a catch-22 for me. I don't. If I wasn't a mechanic, what would I want to do? Restore cars. That's being a mechanic.
I'd want to go
There's
out.
good money in it if you get the right kind.
But
Right.
it's what I'm already a mechanic. So if I wasn't a mechanic, what would I do? Well,
Yeah, but
flat
restoring
work
cars
or-
is more than just being a mechanic. You got to do
And-
body work. You got to paint. You got to do interior.
It's
It's a whole
Skill set.
different thing.
Other
Plus a
than
lot
that,
of
I don't.
paperwork because there's a lot of ordering and contacting people. And anyway,
You won't have to order any Mustang parts, but
I don't know. I'd like to, if I wasn't driving, I'd probably want to go out with a bang like a 90s rock star.
like
Sorry, paint a wall like a 90s rock star.
that's like that big interview they had with Dave Mustaine. What do you think of Kurt Cobain? He was good aim. That's what he said. That's what he said.
I've been seeing.
he took one shot and he got it.
He's good aim.
He wasn't wounding. It wasn't wounding a deer.
Oh shit.
I don't know what I want to do. The only thing I'd say is win the fucking lotto.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like.
I have never thought about. Boy, I wish. I mean, yeah, I'd want to be a doctor, but that's a lot of responsibility too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Apparently, being a lawyer is pretty easy.
Having that Joe Rogan money, like he likes to say, he's got that fuck you money, whatever it is. Rockstar would be a hell of a good time, and you would end up, I think, with that, like, the Kid Rock fuck you money.
See, I think you'd be good at real estate management.
Management?
Slumlord.
Yeah.
That's a nice way to say slumlord.
Well, and I'm not saying that's because I don't know, and it's none of my fucking business.
Real estate agent or selling houses, but management?
Well,
That's a lot of paperwork.
if
No, you bang on the door. Give me my fucking money.
Give me your fucking money.
let's say currently,
yeah.
You're gonna pay me.
let's say currently you already do it for, let's say, 5-6 properties.
Who, me?
Yeah.
How many rentals? If you don't mind.
One, two, but one lives there for free, so it's not really a rental.
But then you got this one, you got 2 condos, you got the store.
Oh, that'd be
You got
Tina.
3 condos, right?
No, we sold one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we just got 2.
So,
That'd
I'm
be
just-
Tina. That's not me.
well, okay.
I could be a stay-at-home dad.
You'd be a really good beer tester.
Speaking of beer,
I'd
No,
fucking rock that
because
out.
he'd only want to freaking drink freaking Blue Ribbon.
It's like, gold standard.
Jeremy Clarkson's been pushing a new beer,
Who's that?
and he said one of the guys from Top Gear, from the
TV
Grand Tour.
personality.
Okay.
But he
Car
said,
show.
like, if a pub wants to carry their beer, they'll get one free keg. And I said, well, why don't you send me a free keg, and I will have a giant party for everyone to try it.
And we will be purchasing your beer if that's the case. Exclusively at that party would be the Clarkson beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I wonder if it's any
I
good.
still wouldn't drink it, sorry.
I wonder if it's any good.
Don't know. Gotta wait until a bar around here will pick it up.
We'll probably have to chase down to fucking Indiana like
No,
Yingling.
I bet we'll have to go to downtown GR, Hopcat.
Yeah.
If anyone's going to get it around here, it's going to be Hopcat.
Who the hell wants to go down that shithole?
There's one in East Lansing. That's a lot better
Where's
views.
that shithole? Who the hell wants to go to the city?
MSU.
Okay.
Wow, that was really difficult to convince him.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
Is there a Blue Oyster Club there?
Don't fear the Reaper.
All
I
right.
told my apprentice today that he needed to go to Hawaiian Tropics.
Hawaiian Tropics
Yeah, isn't that
or
the
Parkway Tropics?
Parkway Tropic? There you go.
Well, that's I think they have one night of guys and the rest of it's women.
Oh,
So he'd
I
be
thought
out.
it was closed down. I
It
thought
might
it'd
be.
been.
I'm sure.
I was gonna say I think it closed down like 5-6 years ago.
We did the what would you give your younger self advice. Where are we at here?
55.
All right.
One more.
One more, and we'll wrap it up. I want to get a good one though. You know, I'll just go right down the list. We skipped a couple, but what do you wish you were good at?
Driving.
What do you wish you were good at? I wish I was good at
Interpersonal.
money management.
Interpersonal skills. I'm really good at rizzing them with the tism.
Razzling them with the dazzling them.
Is that what Carter's good at? Rizz them with the tism?
Sure.
What do you wish you were good at?
My wife would say sex. oh, you're asking me.
No.
What
We
do
already
you
know. 'Cause
wish
she already
you-
told us. She wishes you were good at it.
What I wish I was good at.
I said money management. I wish I would have been better at it as younger. Ty.
No, I got a wife for that, so I don't need to be good at that.
She is good with that shit.
It would probably be mechanical skills and stuff like that. You know, woodworking, mechanical, all that shit.
Screwdriver, pliers.
Staple gun.
I'm here.
Holding a flashlight.
I want a stapler. I'd like to master that first, then work my way up to oil changes and.
Work your way up to a hammer.
No, you guys take that for granted. You guys are good at it, and it's not my skill set. That's why I have a brother-in-law. That's why I moved next door.
Well, to be
That's
fair,
his tool shed.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, exactly.
I had to get good at working on stuff because I'm too cheap to send it into a shop.
Yeah. That goes back to like the olden days. You needed to fix something, you figure out how to fix it, or it's not getting fixed.
Yeah.
What do you wish you were good at?
You got two things. Play in the stock market.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. Yeah, it's a good one.
I wish I was good at it.
Imagine him as a day trader. Jesus fucking Christ, Greg.
Number two, I
Not
wish
smelling that would be great.
I wish I was good at picking non-bitchy ass women.
I thought you were all about
You better
those
stick
red
with
flags.
stock. You better stick with the stock stuff.
You have a better chance. You're gonna get really rich.
Oh, yeah, I feel
Or-
your success coming right
I
out.
wish I was good at understanding women.
Doesn't your mind
Stick to
flip?
Stocks. Yeah.
Doesn't your mind flip red and green flags? So a red flag to everyone else is a green flag for you.
Ask your friends what you do. Do the opposite.
I wish it was better.
What do you
than
think
not
about this
smelling
one?
right
Don't
now.
do it. Ooh, I'm gonna marry this woman.
Oh, he's got. Well, you got 4 left.
Cowpuss
No,
is
you
a new
got 5
sheep.
left. You got 5 left.
What?
5 marriages.
I got 5 marriages left.
Yeah, you can only do 6, so you're still got a ways to go.
Hold on. What's the law in Florida when he settles into the village?
Ooh, I don't know.
I'm one and done, buddy.
One more and done?
I will never get married again.
That's what he
Hey,
said. That's what Bruce said.
hold on.
again,
Don
He
said-
means one at a
I
time.
think Bruce. I don't know, but I think Bruce just moved back down south, probably chasing something.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
Last
think
I saw,
his
he was in
nickname is-
Michigan.
he was in Michigan, but then I just pop. The weirdest people pop up because I don't like watch anybody. And he popped up, and I think he's back in.
No, it still says he's in Edenville, Michigan.
Anyway,
Well,
dead to rights, I won't get married again.
Should we jot
I'll
this
hold you
down?
to it. I won't get married again. This one cost me enough.
he's going to find a woman with a ton of reds.
Nope.
And
Or a
he's
guy
gonna
with
say-
another Mustang.
and a bunch of dent signs. And he's going to say, homo's legal in this state.
We can get married.
I like
He'll probably
Snap-on.
move to a
You
state
like
where
dent
it's-
sides.
He'll move to a state where it's not legal to marry a guy, so he could technically say, I'm never getting married again.
Yeah.
Imagine not having to argue anything.
It's like, yeah, like
Hey, you remember what I said 6 months ago? No? Good.
my wiener's bigger
I bought
than
another
yours.
Mustang. Cool. That's it.
Yeah, cool.
I'm going to go out and buy a dent side. Sounds good. You need help? Sure. That's it.
Okay, you need advice? Make sure the ground strap's good.
Anyway, what's next?
Hey, can you turn that? Because I'm kind of chilly.
We're almost
Stop
done.
farting.
I'm done gassing. I'm not gassing off anymore.
You are, though.
I'm not.
It's that
you
shitty
will,
beer.
You will hear it. You will hear it if I do
Depends
it.
on-
You've heard every one of them.
You aren't exactly stealthy about it.
No,
I'm
I'm
not
not like
I'm
I'm
not
not
in the
like
water over here.
I'm not like him. He's like and he's like a little kid. He can't stop laughing. And
Oh,
he can't
yeah.
just like
I've been. Bianca will be out in the living room. Jesus, I can hear that.
Good. The ground's vibrating.
Well, oh God. What's the most spontaneous thing you've ever done? I don't know how spontaneous it was, but I've bungee jumped, I've skydived, spontaneous.
bought a side by side.
Bought a Camaro.
Bought a Jeep.
I was going to ask you about that, but I wasn't going to do it over this on air. But if you want to talk about it, how'd that go?
What, buying a Jeep?
No, the Jeep situation.
Which one?
The V8 one.
The burning oil one.
Yeah.
Oh, how'd it go?
Yeah.
They said they tested it and
You're still going to have problems. I talked to a couple people, and they said that's exactly the same story they got told, and theirs is burning so much fucking oil. So prepare yourself.
yeah. Thanks. Hey,
Spontaneous.
thanks for really killing the buzz. Dude.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Alan
go
was
out
one
and-
of them.
I'm just gonna throw myself down the stairs right now.
Take the empties.
Throw those down first to soften the blow.
Yeah. Well,
Like little airbags. These are bigger than yours, so
These will stop you better.
why they thicker tin?
No.
no, but when you land on his, it'll sound like boosh.
Less sidewall to crumple. It'll slow you down faster.
The other ones will stand up and go blue ribbon.
You won the blue ribbon.
Spontaneous thing you've ever done. I've seen you jump your truck. I've seen you.
Yeah, but that's not spontaneous. That happens all the fucking time.
That was like
I don't even know.
It's probably not the most I've ever done, but one winter, I was driving my truck past the elementary school, and some kid
Looking
was
for
doing
girls.
Oh yeah. Here we go.
looking for girls.
on a weekend. Some kid was doing parking practice back when they had it at the elementary school. When the cones were all set up, they were practicing parking. So I pulled the truck in. I did a giant power slide across the back of the parking lot, rolling coal, and then I left out the other drive. Just, little, this is what you can do when you don't have a parent in the car.
Yeah. Get done with that shit. I'll show you how to do this shit.
When you're done in your little RAV4,
When you run out of power.
meanwhile,
Spontaneous thing I ever done. I don't
I got
I
one
don't even
for
know
you.
if this is, but whipped my first donut out here in front of the house.
last summer.
See, I was going to say jumped out of a window.
Well, that wasn't
kinda
spontaneous.
it was
That's not
kinda
spontaneous.
Someone
That's like-
kind of sparked that.
That's life saving. That's not spontaneous. That's like I'm gonna fucking die if I don't jump.
Spontaneously had sex with my ex in the middle of the woods while deer hunting in freaking late November. On the ground, snow and everything.
Sounds like a lucky guy. Oh, good for you though. Which?
Was that
My
like,
son's mom.
Okay.
I was gonna say which ex?
Fuck, this was
Let's narrow it down to
22 years ago.
I remember Carter asked me if I had an Xbox, and I'm like, yeah, I got a couple.
He goes, were they white?
He's like,
They weren't all white.
Tina's like, shut up, stop.
Speaking of that.
It's down at your old house.
Anyway, next.
So, what did you say? What yours was?
I've skydived and stuff, but I
Oh,
don't know how
that's
I mean, it was planned. It wasn't really spontaneous. I did a donut at the fairgrounds in Blue Truck once. That was pretty spontaneous because it was where I started. It started coming around, and I just committed. So,
there was one day sitting in traffic, one of the days when I worked with you, driving the truck home. 96 was under construction, so I took the back way to Cascade, to Grand River. And I'm cruising, and I looked in the mirror, and there was a kid sitting in the car behind me, and he did this. I'm like, well, I'm about to leave a stop sign, emerge into traffic. Now's the time. Tell you what, that truck's pretty gutless until you're ready for it. Gave it a boot full and just...
the white truck?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, with no weight on the back.
Well, you see,
No, he was looking over at his mom. Mom, show him what's up.
Show this guy real power.
you ever seen the inside of his cab? All the weight's at the front, not on the back.
That's why the front springs always break on it.
Only once.
But, yeah, did a big burnout for a kid.
All right on.
Might as well, I mean, if a kid asks, you got to do it.
Kind of like the truck horn. If a kid gives you the arm pump, you got to honk.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're about out. Man, you guys want to be on? Talk to us. Give us something. I'm gonna try to get better at taking notes. We want to go over the Prepper's grocery list. We're gonna go over some of the old stuff again. Regurgitate it, whatever you want to call it. Send us out.
Here's to those that wish us well.
All the rest can go to hell.
See ya.
Hey, look at this chick.